Today we are going to discuss about South Sudan's new capital city plan and why it is taking long to succeed. Juba was only named the regional capital, and when the region seceded in 2011, Juba became the capital of the newly independent country of South Sudan. Ramciel is the place in South Sudan that will serve as the site of the future national capital. John Garang, who was and is regarded as the founding father and a symbol of unity in today's South Sudan, allegedly wanted to place the national capital in Ramciel during his administration, but he died before South Sudan achieved independence, and its largest city of Juba became the capital instead. Ramciel is about 155 miles north of Juba and located on the western side of the White Nile. There is currently no tarmacked road between Juba and Ramciel, but it is estimated that it will take under 3 hours to travel on a rough road to Juba. Under ideal conditions, it would also probably take about 3 hours to travel to Rumbek and up to 6 hours to WAU from Ramciel. The largest grass swamp in the world, the Sud, lies in the middle of Greater Bahr el Ghazal and Greater Upper Nile, thus making direct road communications between towns located at the opposite four corners of the Sud practically impossible. Thus, the need to go around the swamp, which currently makes both Malakal and Bentiu inaccessible by road from the south and west in the wet season from June to November. The inhabitants of Ramciel are cattle keepers and farmers, particularly from Lake State, South Sudan. They use this land for grazing and cultivation during the dry season and in the Nile marshes during the wet season. There are conflicting reports over its suitability for large-scale construction, with some characterizing the area as woodland and grassland, and others contending that the rocky highlands can support a major city if one were to be built there. The area is located on the west bank of the River Nile in South Sudan. In early February 2011, what was then the Autonomous Government of South Sudan adopted a resolution to find a new capital for South Sudan. Ramciel was one of the two proposed locations for the site. Chol Tong Maye, who was then the Lake State governor, visited Ramciel later in the month to raise attention for its bid to be the site of the new capital. The late Dr. John Garang promised to build Ramciel as the capital of South Sudan, and having it here will be a dream come true. Just prior to South Sudanese independence in July 2011, a government spokesman confirmed the federal government of the country was still considering building a new capital at Ramciel. On the 2nd of September, the federal cabinet voted to designate Ramciel as the site for a planned city to be demarcated from Lake State. Minister of Information Barnaba Mariel Benjamin said the move would likely take 3 to 5 years to complete and would be conducted in stages. Vice President Riek Machar said in mid-December 2011 that the government of South Sudan is planning to build a major international airport in a free trade zone to be established in Talipayam, which borders Aliab County on the southwest, approximately 50 kilometers away from Ramciel. Machar suggested that this airport could handle traffic from large cargo planes for which other regional airports are not designed, an asset that would be vital to realizing Machar's vision for South Sudan to become a trade hub in the center of the African continent. Machar also visited Kanissa, where a port will be constructed. A contract was awarded in 2012 to conduct a survey and study of the site. The proposed area has been visited multiple times by then Vice President Riek Machar and other leaders who were by then considered high-ranking government officials. The proposal for a new capital still awaits, as the government focuses on constructing tarmac roads that will connect Juba to Ramciel, Lake State, and other states. This will ease trade and movement of people. Thanks for subscribing to our channel and for being real with us. Kindly leave a comment, like, and share. Also, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a thing.